Theo Silverton's abuse of Todd Grimshaw is finally laid bare in Coronation Street after Billy Mayhew makes a deeply disturbing discovery. What began as a hopeful romance with the visibly damaged Theo, a survivor of harrowing conversion therapy who was slowly learning to live openly and confidently as a gay man, has descended into a living nightmare for Todd. For months, Theo carefully concealed the true depth of his rage and hostility. Yet cracks in the facade began to show, particularly in moments where he aggressively ordered Billy to keep his distance and worked relentlessly to erase him from Todd's life altogether. Like many calculated abusers, when Theo's coercive control escalated into outright physical violence, he still managed to manipulate his way back into Todd's world. He offered hollow promises of counseling and personal reform, assurances that ultimately proved meaningless. Once Todd was once again under his influence, Theo's cruelty intensified. He embarked on an alarming campaign of degradation, cheating on Todd with Pete Lang, publicly humiliating him by pouring milk over him, engineering circumstances that cost Todd his job, and systematically stripping away his support network. The violence soon reached terrifying new extremes when Theo slammed Todd's face into a mirror. Desperate to expose the truth, Todd secretly installed cameras around the flat. But when he finally attempted to push Theo away during a confrontation, events spiraled catastrophically. Todd was arrested, while Theo coldly twisted the situation to his advantage, tampering with the footage to present himself as the victim, crushing what little confidence Todd had left. Speaking to Metro, Gareth Pierce explained the heartbreaking irony of the storyline. Obviously, what's devastating is that the one moment Todd finally defends himself, something viewers may have been desperate to see, only makes everything worse, he said. He's endured so much in silence. But when he pushes back, he ends up even more trapped. Billy, one of the few people who had glimpsed Theo's sinister side, was left deeply unsettled by the incident and sought guidance from Alia Nazir. Meanwhile, Theo continued to wreak havoc, prompting Todd to secretly plan an escape. But Theo's emotional grip proved painfully strong. A tearful voicemail stopped Todd from fleeing, and he agreed to attend Debbie Webster's wedding with Theo in a desperate attempt to rebuild their relationship. Soon after, Theo stole Todd's passport, cutting off his final route to freedom. At the wedding, Theo wasted no time slipping back into controlling behavior. He subtly warned Todd off drinking champagne, pointedly referencing what he gets like, leaving Todd so intimidated that he swapped it for orange juice. Later, when James accidentally collided with Todd and spilled the drink over him, Theo erupted with fury, bitterly remarking that it had to be James. Todd immediately blamed himself, a comment Billy overheard. Ordered to clean himself up, Todd headed to the bathrooms, with a concerned Billy following close behind. As Todd attempted to wash his shirt in the sink, he hid in a cubicle when Billy entered. Believing Billy had left, he emerged briefly, only to retreat again when he realized his ex was still there. But the damage had already been done. Billy had seen the bruises and welts covering Todd's body. Panicking, Todd insisted the injuries were his own fault and claimed he could prove it. Back in a hotel room, Todd showed Billy the webcam footage, repeatedly blaming himself for everything that had happened. Billy quickly realized the videos had been edited. But Todd, overwhelmed and unable to face the truth, fled the room. Digging deeper, Billy discovered the original, unaltered files sitting in the recycle bin and began watching them in full. When Todd returned, Billy was devastated. Having seen the brutal reality of Theo's abuse, he desperately tried to make Todd understand that he was being gaslit, reminding him that his outburst had been an act of self-defense. But Todd, broken and confused, replied simply, "He loves me." Heartbroken, Billy told Todd that what he was experiencing was not love, pleading with him to listen and reassuring him that he did not deserve such treatment. The question now remains, will Billy finally be able to open Todd's eyes to just how poisonous this relationship has become? With explosive Corriedale events fast approaching, could matters spiral even further before any hope of recovery emerges? If we had to guess, absolutely. Meanwhile, Coronation Street has revealed an unexpected last-minute twist to its highly anticipated Corrydale crossover, injecting even more excitement into the landmark episode. The show has introduced an interactive fan vote, giving viewers a direct role in shaping what appears on screen. Executive producer Ian McLeod confirmed that the audience will be fully in control, with fans deciding which two characters will share scenes during the episode. The final pairing will be chosen entirely by public vote, making the crossover a truly participatory experience. The concept was first introduced last year, when fans were invited to submit their dream pairings between Coronation Street and Emmerdale. Producers later shortlisted 4 stand-up combinations, each of which was fully scripted, rehearsed and filmed in advance, ensuring whichever scene wins will seamlessly slot into the episode. Speaking to Digital Spy and other outlets during a Corrydale press screening, McLeod explained how the process will work. From January, there will be a free online poll. It's designed to be a bit of fun for viewers, although I'll admit it's fairly nerve-wracking for me, he said. The voting window will remain open until just 15 minutes before transmission, adding a real sense of urgency and unpredictability. I'll be in the transmission gallery on the night saying, "Run that version," and desperately hoping I've chosen the right one, he laughed. To be honest, it's already making me feel a little uneasy. McLeod added that the episode has been carefully structured to accommodate the late decision. We've created a specific juncture where the scene can sit perfectly, he teased. But I'm not revealing exactly where that is just yet. Fans won't miss out on the other scenes either. The remaining 3 pairings are expected to be released at a later date. Each one of these scenes is genuinely strong, McLeod said. They're complete, fully edited and ready to go. We'll absolutely find a way for viewers to see all of them eventually, but the version that becomes part of the official Corrydale episode will be entirely down to the audience. The 4 potential pairings include Roy Cropper and Nicola King, promising a meeting of sharp minds and business acumen. Kirk Sutherland alongside Sam Dingle, jokingly described by actor James Hutton as the meeting of 2 brain cells. Carl O'Connor facing off with Charity Dingle, a combination guaranteed to spark conversation. And finally, Ross Barton paired with Tracy Barlow. They're all brilliant in their own way, McLeod concluded. But Ross and Tracy really sizzle. They're shamelessly flirtatious, constantly walking the line between open hostility and undeniable attraction, and that makes for very compelling television. Coronation Street airs Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX.